What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, my fighters? I'm One Eye Brian, also known as PT. You don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about the Walking Dead Season 11. And as you can see right there, spoiler warning for the show and the comics, everything related to the Walking Dead universe. But we got some potential information, spoiler photos, filming photos of the one, the only Rosita. So obviously spoiler warning for that character. So we're going to talk about a bunch of different things and highlight some stuff that's pretty impactful for the final season of The Walking Dead. Hit the subscribe button, like, share, subscribe, donate, support the channel any way that you can. We truly appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Now, Rosita Espinosa is a character that a lot of people were wondering about since last season, but she's going to have much more of an impact this season, the final season of The Walking Dead. It's kind of weird saying that over and over again, but Rosita is definitely going to be a leader or a co-leader of a group in season 11. And when a character gets more and more screen time, unless it's a main cast member, they start to worry about that character. A lot of people are wondering, is Rosita this person right here who gets bit? Well, I can safely say no, because we've seen her filming the second part of The Walking Dead Season 11 that we'll highlight in a second. But if you think about it, Rosita should have been here, along with Ezekiel. Not in the group walking up the hill on the pikes as a pike victim if they went the way of the comics. They changed things up. Rosita had her baby Coco, and the rest is history, I guess, right? But Rosita is a character that has changed for the show. Not in that many different ways, but the fact that she outlived her comic counterpart. Rosita and Ezekiel were the main comic deaths in the Pike lineup that never happened. And there's so much speculation about Ezekiel and Rosita, is what's going to happen with Rosita, Father Gabriel, and if Ezekiel is going to get treated at the Commonwealth, because is he really going to die? I mean, he outlived his comic death, but we're in uncharted territory here because he outlived his comic death, and so did Father Gabriel. Now I have to highlight this photo right here. The main focus is on Yumiko and Rosita, along with Father Gabriel, Kelly, and Eugene. But if we look at Rosita and Yumiko, two strong women that are going to be different on the show. Now if we look at this spoiler photo here from the TWD's Gossip Girl, that's Rosita in the Commonwealth soldier armor and gear. That's very different than the comic because she didn't make it this far. You see Eugene behind her, but it's interesting that we see Rosita, who's a woman, in the Commonwealth soldier armor. Yumiko, a woman in the Commonwealth soldier armor. And I'm a comic reader, and I don't remember too many, if any, women Commonwealth soldiers. I remember Mercer and a couple other Commonwealth soldiers, but Mercer is the main one that jumps out at me. And I don't remember if there were women Commonwealth soldiers. Let me know in the comments if there were. But are they mixing things up for the show? As we know how it goes. There's going to be differences. There always are. And a lot of people are wondering who's going to get the comic Dwight, comic Rick, and also comic Sherry's death. And we'll go with Father Gabriel's comic death too. Who's going to get those deaths? Let's take the water tower death. I don't think it's going to happen. But who do you think out of these people could get the comic deaths of Sherry, Dwight, and Rick? Could Rosita be one of those people? For sure. I have my prediction video out for the first part of The Walking Dead Season 11. We talk about some things that are probably going to happen, potentially going to happen, and possibly going to happen too. But the fact that Rosita is in Commonwealth soldier armor in the second part of filming, because they're filming the second part of The Walking Dead Season 11 right now, means that she was recruited or she stepped up to be a Commonwealth soldier. Or she stole the armor, potentially like Yumiko. What do you think is the reason behind her in the armor? Are they changing things up so much that we have women in the Commonwealth Army? Does it make a big difference? To me, it doesn't, as we definitely have women in the military and the armed services in the United States and all over the world. So is it that big a deal? For some people, it may bother them, but again, we haven't seen the story yet, so it can make sense. Let me know your thoughts, post your comments below, stay safe, support the channel any way that you can, and tell them Daryl.